Good morning and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Lake County. We are an inclusive, non-creedal fellowship that works for a just community and fosters a lifelong search for personal spiritual fulfillment. Here at UUCLC, we value making a difference in ourselves, our community, and even the world. I am Janine Reagan, and I'm honored to be your service leader this morning. I'm joined today by our good friend, David Roth. David has been with us several times during our 1.5 years of Zoom services and his special live concerts prior to COVID. David brings his wonderful songs, storytelling, and his great heart to our congregation today. Today, David's topic is, can one person make a difference? But first, we have some announcements. Be sure to check our weekly service bulletin attached to our Sunday service email. There are many UU activities and groups meetings. Some are on Zoom, some are now in the church, and some are a combination of live and Zoom. The weekly service bulletin and the website calendar will tell you your options. Now is the time to make a difference by getting involved in some of our committees and some of our groups that are reactivating. Of course, the exciting news is that our service on October 24th, next week, will be live in the church at its usual time of 11 o'clock with Kathy Schmitz as our speaker. Our tech team is very busy working on the details for offering our live service on the Zoom as well. For those who plan to attend the church, please read over the safety protocol that will be enforced in our live services. You will receive that protocol in a general email blast as well as on the bulletin. Remember that KN95 masks are required. If you forget yours, there will be some available for $1, but please try to bring your own if you can. But for today, we continue on Zoom. We ask that you remain muted during most of the service unless you are called upon to share. If you are interested in receiving our weekly bulletin or learning more about us, please send an email to office@uulakecounty.org. That's our new address. Or leave your email in the chat so we can contact you. Our service is being recorded except for joys and concerns, the discussion period that follows the service. You will find this service and several of our earlier services on YouTube channel UUCLC Office, which you can also access from our weekly bulletin or our new website, www.uulakecounty.org. The chat box is open. You may take some time at this point early in the service to enter a joy or concern, which is too tender to speak aloud. It will be read, during the part of the service. Today, immediately after our service, we will have our discussion group, which offers you a chance to comment on the service topic today and ask questions of David. He'll be here for a little while. Or you can also discuss other topics. Graceful Aging, which is meeting on Monday this week, will only be in Zoom. So keep that in mind. If you're planning to come live, please tune into the Zoom meeting. Does anyone else have an announcement today? If so, please wave your hand and someone will call on you.
Not seeing any hands waving, Janine.
Okay. Well, I have an announcement. Our service in 2 weeks falls on Halloween. That doesn't happen often. I will be the speaker, and the title is Welcome to the Halloween Party. We will take a look at the origin of our traditions associated with Halloween, as well as other traditions that occur at this time of year. I invite you to use your creativity and your sense of play and come to church in a costume. You can even think of your KN95 mask as part of your costume, kind of like it's a bit of a blank canvas, and you can do anything you want with it. Those of you joining us by Zoom that Sunday can wear your favorite Halloween mask with or without a costume. The service will be a little bit non-traditional, so come one way or the other, and let's make this a lot of fun. Welcome to all. If you are a first-time visitor or perhaps returning after an absence, if you are comfortable doing so, I invite you to wave your hand at the camera so all can see. A member of our tech staff will call on you. Then you may unmute and introduce yourself and tell us what brought you here today. Do we have any visitors today?
I noticed Kitty Christensen.
Okay.
Welcome.
Kitty, did she want to unmute? Okay, well, welcome everyone. Bernie is joining me today for our opening word.
Out of the din of the city,
Away from the noise of the crowds,
we come to rest in this moment,
in this place,
set apart from the never-ending to-do list.
embracing the seventh day, the day of rest.
We come to the warmth and stillness.
Of this sacred hour,
Remember, you have chosen to be here. Something in your life led you to arrive here now.
whatever tasks and cares await you now for this brief time, simply rest.
Allow your soul to be nurtured. Let the waves in your mind and heart gradually subside.
As you come home to yourself, holy and whole,
Come, let us worship together.
Janine, I just also want to welcome Barbara Breuer, who joined us.
Oh, good. Welcome, Barbara. Thank you, Kristen. And now for our chalice lighting. The light of the sun does not lift the shadows that have fallen on humanity the world over. We relight our chalice flame to reignite a spirit of radical optimism, knowing it takes us all living what matters to dispel those who would divide us. All manner of things will be well if we make them well. May our free religious community embody the right relationships our world so desperately needs. There we go. Each Sunday, we make time for those who wish to offer a joy or concern or sorrow, or to set an intention for the coming days. This portion of our service will not be recorded. As we share joy, it multiplies. When we share sorrow, it begins to lessen. Sharing an intention can give us strength. If you have a joy, a concern, or intention that you wish to tell us, please raise your hand, and when a member of the tech staff calls on you, please unmute your audio and speak. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. It is our practice to give generously to our church as we are able, and keeping in mind both its meaning in our lives and its impact to the world. We are thankful to all who provide financial support for UUCLC in order to continue our virtual services and now our in-house services and keep our beautiful building protected and working. We ask for whatever financial support you can provide. There are multiple ways to do this, which are found on the slide in the Sunday Service Bulletin or the UUCLC website. You can also donate from the link in the chat box today. Thank you for your donations today. We now welcome back David Roth.
A very good morning to you one and all. It's my pleasure to be with you again, and may we meet in person the next time. So if you're lucky enough to be sharing your Zoom room with somebody right now, you could look at them and say, I can't wait to hear you sing with Dave. Just do that right now, if there's somebody in the room with you. And we'll start off with a musical selection that's easy to pick up on. And the seed for this song came from me wondering what I would like to see more of in this world. The first word that came up was kindness, and the list got longer and longer. It's not comprehensive. Here goes something. I'm looking for more kindness in this world. I am looking for more kindness in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I'm just looking for more kindness in this world. Sing with me, let's try it. Kindness. Looking for more kindness in this world. And that's it. I'm looking for more kindness in this world. If it's there and I don't see it. If it's there and I don't see it, guess I'm gonna have to be it. I'm just looking for more kindness in this world. What else? I'm looking for more loving in this world. There it is. I'm looking for more loving in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I'm just looking for more loving in this world. My turn. This is what I'm seeing. We're in trouble A to Z, and there's no quick solution anyone is willing to make. Even though it may be glaring, it is time to be more daring, and it's time to be more caring for goodness sake. I'm looking for more grace in this world. Join me. I'm looking for more grace in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I'm just looking for more grace in this world. What else? I'm looking for more healing in this world. I'm looking for more healing in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I'm just looking for more healing in this world. Oh, this is what I see. It's complicated A to Z, and there's no quick solution anyone is willing to make. Even though it may be glaring, it is time to be more daring, and it's time to be more caring for goodness sake. I'm looking for compassion in this world. I'm looking for compassion in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I'm just looking for compassion in this world. And I'm looking for more justice in this world. I'm looking for more justice in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I'm just looking for more justice in this world. Compassion. I'm looking for compassion in this world. Grace. I'm looking for more grace in this world. Healing. I'm looking for more healing in this world. More singing. I'm looking for more singing in this world. Loving. I'm looking for more loving in this world. Kindness. Twice. I'm looking for more kindness in this world. Last time. I'm looking for more kindness in this world. Did I cover everything? No, I'm sure I didn't. But we got a lot of them in there. And if it's not too distracting to you to put the word I left out for you in the chat, go ahead. But I don't want you to spend the next little while typing or reading. I'd like us to tune into each other such as it is. So now I have a reading for reflection. And I go all the way back to 1987. A book came out called Codependent No More by Melody Beatty. And she said something beautiful. She said, gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? Given the chance, I'm gonna tell you now. How many ways can I give thanks for the blessings I have known? I've got a list and I will tell you how. Grateful for each breath awake, grateful for each step I take, grateful that I'm here to play my part. Grateful for the morning sun, grateful when the day is done, grateful that I have you in my heart. How many ways can I give praises for all the gifts I have? Given the chance, I'm gonna shout out loud. Grateful for the universe, for the better and the worse. Grateful that this world keeps spinning round. Grateful for my memories, grateful for my hopes and dreams, grateful for the blessings I have found. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? This is your part. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? Keep singing that. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? I am grateful now. I am grateful now. I am grateful now. I am grateful now. And I'm grateful for the way that a guitar rings out when you hit the last note, and it just carries on and just ever so slightly diminishes. It's a beautiful thing to hold a guitar when it's doing that. I hope it sounds that way to you today. So today, my sermon and song, and thank you, by the way, for having me back. never taken for granted, always appreciated. When I get outreach from fine folks like you who make an offer I can't understand. And those are my favorite kind. So what I'm going to talk about today is asking the rhetorical question, can one person make a difference? You know, you've all heard that story about the fellow walking along the beach and throwing a starfish back, and someone else comes along and says, there are hundreds of thousands of these. How can you possibly make a difference? Well, I made a difference for this one. Right back into the ocean. So I want to focus on at least a couple of true stories today and put a little exclamation point on it that have to do with a simple act that leads into something quite wonderful and unexpected, which reminds me that you don't have to move a mountain, but you could take a teaspoon and move one little shovel of dirt at a time through a simple action that can have big vibrations and repercussions for other people. This is a song based on a true story that happened right before the pandemic set in. A regular Sunday in Cleveland, as regular these days as things are. A semi-regular customer came in for a beer at the bar. The night town on Cedar was hopping, the last day before they'd shut down. This customer sipped on his Stella that day on the east side of town. He asked for his check and got ready to head out the door and move on. He dropped off his bill to the owner, who could not believe what he saw. The pint rang up $7 whole, with a line for a tip on the check. The customer added $3,000, a tip of 400%. Well, the owner ran out of the front door to let the guy know about the slip. The customer said, no mistake here, that money is all for the tip. I had a good year, and many folks didn't. I'm in a position to help. There are those who can use extra dollars that I don't need right now for myself. There were 4 people serving that Sunday who all got an incredible lift in the form of some much needed money. Oh, what a miraculous gift. Isn't that great? Ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And as it happens, I was speaking about a couple weeks after that. I wrote that song based on, as I said, a true story. I was invited to speak virtually at a church in Cleveland, where that story is set. And I didn't play that song during the service, but I stayed for the coffee hour, as I'm going to stay with you for a little while today. And I said, hey, listen, you guys, you're from Cleveland. I got a new song, and I played that song for them, and they all knew where the nightclub was. They had all heard about this story, and it was a really nice connection, even virtually, such as things are, where we are reminded of how we can help each other. Now, let's go back to August 2018. Do you remember a young lady from Sweden named Greta Thunberg? Actually, the correct pronunciation, I looked it up and I actually got a pronunciation off my computer, of her name is Greta Thunberg, even though it's spelled Thunberg. So I will refer to her in the way of her native language as best as I can. Well, she was 15 years old in 2018, and she started a school strike for climate change outside the Swedish parliament. that has since spread all over the world and now involves over 100,000 school children in a movement called Fridays for Future. This girl is 15 years old, one person starting a rally outside the Swedish parliament. Her mother was an opera singer, and her father was an actor. Did a little research. She was diagnosed, Greta was, with Asperger's syndrome, which is now considered an autism spectrum disorder. It is characterized by abnormalities in social interaction, as is classic autism, but with normal intelligence and language development. So people with Asperger's syndrome tend to focus deeply on one idea or one interest. And Greta's cause became climate change, thanks to the mess that some of us older folks have made of this world. So while she was still 15, Greta spoke at climate rallies in Stockholm, Helsinki, Brussels, and London. In December of 2018, remember, she's still 15 at this time, she addressed the Secretary General and the United Nations and made a plenary speech that went viral and was shared many millions of times around the world. One girl taking a simple action. In the next year, in January of 2019, she was invited to the World Economic Forum in Davos, where her speeches again made a worldwide impact. Thunberg tries to live a low-carbon life. Just adds more. Therefore, she is vegan, and she doesn't fly, using fossil fuel to get from one place to the other. In 2019, Time magazine named her Person of the Year, as well as one of the world's 100 most influential people. Now she's 18 years old, Greta Thunberg. So I got together with my friend Tom Prasado Rao on this song. It could be called Greta's song, but we call it Tomorrow is Too Late, if you get my meaning. To a weary world you have come to say, all is not forsaken, but tomorrow is too late. The future isn't cast, we must play our part. With shadows all around us, you are shining in the dark. You throw the night is upon us, Greta Thunberg. You're the light in the darkness, Greta Thunberg. The time has come, the time has come, tomorrow's too late. You're lifting us higher, Greta Thunberg. Save us from the fire, Greta Thunberg. The time has come, the time has come, tomorrow's too late. There are those who say you're just a little girl, but look at you today, throwing lightning at the world. Speaking truth to power, Greta, now is the hour. We can't wait, we can't wait. Said the lamb to the lion, Greta Thunberg. You're not as strong as I am, says Greta Thunberg. The time has come, the time has come, tomorrow's too late. There are those who say you're just a little girl, but look at you today, throwing lightning at the world. Giving truth to power, Greta, now is the hour. We can't wait, we can't wait. Though the night is upon us, Greta Thunberg. You're a light in the darkness, Greta Thunberg. The time has come, the time has come, tomorrow's too late. The time has come, the time has come, tomorrow's too late. One person making a huge difference. No less of a difference than the man who left the $3,000 tip. And for those of you fact checkers out there, I know it's not exactly 400%, but that's the way I could work that into, into the scanning of the previous song. So what have we got here? Oh, yes, we do. Well, I'm going to wrap up this sermon with a couple more songs that kind of go together. Have you found yourself during the pandemic, maybe even prior to the pandemic, maybe even where some of you live in the Eustis area, having differences of opinion with people in your congregation or in your town or your region or your vicinity or your state? We hear a little bit about Florida up here on Cape Cod, but it's no different than other places. So yes, I saw some heads going up, down. Everybody doesn't agree on everything. Well, have I got a song for you? And this falls into the personal category of can one person make a difference? I can make a difference based on my thoughts. And I'm going to start with this thought. I'm right. You're wrong. You're off. I'm on. This is my new song. I'm right. You're wrong. Now you notice there's space after every line where you could repeat after me and just really get into the affirmation of being correct. I'm correct. I'm sure. And you are insecure. My heart is pure. I'm right. I'm sure. Don't you bother contradicting me. You've got no leg to stand on. Where is it you come off the rails with these viewpoints that you land on? I'm yes. You're no. You're stop. I'm go. Je suis vrai. Tu es faux. That's French. You know. And you know we're gonna get somewhere by being mad and vehement. A seismic shift is always made by words of disagreement. You're right. I'm wrong. Thought I'd just try that on. How about a new song? No right, no wrong, no right, no wrong. For me, it feels good to say, I'm wrong. So I'm going to conclude the sermon and song portion of this morning, and there's more to come. In fact, right after this last song I'm playing live, there'll be a video that I put together of a song I wrote early on in the pandemic with my friend Grant Baldwin. That'll be after the song I'm about to play for you now, but I want to kind of amplify what I just sang about in that whimsical little musical exploration. This is a little more serious, but they're both serious in their own way. A new song I wrote with my friend Gary Lynn Floyd of Reno, Nevada, over the internet, of course. And thank you again for your gracious attention. Well, you've got your roller, and I got my brush. You pick the tones I don't like very much. Our sensibilities are way out of touch. Now what? You're stuck in your corner, I'm painted in mine. I think your viewpoint is way out of line. I imagine you feel the same most of the time. These corners are so overrated. Yes, they are. What if we change the whole room way around? Take out these corners, what will we have found? There aren't any sides in a circle. There aren't any sides in a circle. A hurdle is only a hurdle. And there aren't any sides in a circle. The paint on the floor that's so sticky and wet can't cover the hope, the dream, the regret, and all of the truth we haven't seen yet. It's way past the time for some changes. Yes, it is. What if we change the whole room way around? Take out these corners, what will we have found? Sing with me. There aren't any sides in a circle. There aren't any sides in a circle. A hurdle is only a hurdle. And there aren't any sides in a circle. I'm waiting on the paint to dry. I'm waiting on the paint to dry. I'm waiting on the paint to dry. What if we change the whole room way around? Take out these corners, what will we have found? There aren't any sides in a circle. There aren't any sides in a circle. A hurdle is only a hurdle. And there aren't any sides in a circle, waiting on the paint to dry. Waiting on the paint to dry. Waiting on the paint to dry. There aren't any sides in a circle. And now we'll have that video when they're ready. My plans fly out the window, agenda's broken down. There's nothing else to do right now but stop and look around. People frozen in their tracks are dealing with the same. And now is not the time or place to find someone to blame. When the universe is ready, so am I. When the universe is ready, so am I. The mighty sands are shifting by and by. When the universe is ready, so am I. We have bottled up our oceans, we have fouled up all the air. For the poison of our progress, we are fully unprepared. For the consequence of actions, for these outcomes we've brought forth. It is time to pay attention to the wisdom of the earth. When the universe is ready, so am I. When the universe is ready, so am I. The mighty sands are shifting by and by. When the universe is ready, so am I. Behold a new beginning, a vision like a star. Mother Earth self-regulates when we have gone too far. I'm looking out my window, I see my neighbor wave. We're singing from this distance, and we're closer to the day, and closer to the moment when we have our sweet embrace. What a blessing it will be to meet you in that place. When the universe is ready, so am I. When the universe is ready, so am I. The mighty sands are shifting by and by. When the universe is ready, so am I. Do you remember R. Buckminster Fuller? Among many things, this architect, systems theorist, author, designer, inventor, and futurist was behind the geodesic dome. That's familiar to many of us. And he said these words: never forget that you are one of a kind. Never forget that if there weren't any need for you in all your uniqueness to be on this earth, you wouldn't be here in the first place. And never forget, no matter how overwhelming life's challenges and problems seem to be, that one person can make a difference in the world. In fact, it is always because of one person that all the changes that matter in the world come about. All the changes that matter in the world come about. So be that one person.
In the words of Ben Soul, we lit this chalice, the symbol of our faith, knowing that this morning many others across the land and around the world were doing the same. For us and for our far-flung kin, it is a light of peace, of justice, and of love. But without work, these aspirations flicker out as soon as the candle is extinguished. Let us all join together to accept the challenge of doing the hard work that makes these aspirations real. May the light of our chalice continue to burn brightly in our hearts.
I'm ready for change. I'm ready to move. There's no one to blame. There's too much to do. I'm ready to go, to get back on track. It's time to move on, and there's no turning back. It's my sacred job to strike some kind of chord, to challenge and help, not dismiss or ignore. Everyone gets a chance with nothing to prove. And when I do my part, then the mountain will move. I'm ready to roll up my sleeve with passion and purpose, and we can achieve the high promise of truth and the fight for what's fair, to see that all people get their fair share. So I'm ready for change. I'm ready to go. It's long overdue, and a debt that we owe. Everyone gets a chance with nothing to prove. And when I do my part, then the mountain will move. When I do my part, then the mountain will move. I'm ready for change.